What's going on, crypto gang? Sorry I'm running late there, man. Had to go run the Mercedes real quick, man. They done messed up my paint. You know that Mac paint? Trying to get that. So there's some type of spray on there, some type of, I don't even know, man. But anyway, what's going on, crypto gang? What's going on? So you've seen what's going on with Ripple CTO, David Schwartz. Huh? He's coming out of silence. Let me tell you, David Schwartz is coming out of silence, y'all. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to that. But we got to get into that, man. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's dress down day. What's going on? What's going on, beautiful people? Let's get into this. David Schwartz just went public with XRP Hub. You know what I'm saying? Crypto gang, let's get into Ripple CTO David Schwartz. Just did something he's never done before. All right. He made a private XPL fully public. All right. So the RXPL, that's RXPL ledger. So he's made the ledger fully public. The whole market panicked. That's why you see the price dropping on XRP right now. All right. But this is what really happened. All right. For years, David Schwartz has been quietly running private monitoring system on XRP ledger. Some call it XRPL Hub. All right. So this is what it does. So you guys are just tuned in. The crypto fan, what's going on? What's going on, beautiful people? How you doing? I see y'all just coming in. Good evening. Good evening. What's going on? We talking about XRP. All right. So check this out. Brad, what's going on? Howdy, bro. What's going on, crypto gang? What's going on? Vintage Black. What's going on, crypto gang, man? How you doing, man? Diamond Hands, you already know. Casual Friday. It's Casual Friday, y'all. I had to run up. I was off today, and I had to run a Mercedes, so I'm running late. You know what I'm saying? But it's Casual Friday. What's going on? But anyway, so you guys understand. David Schwartz, XRP CTO, broke his silence. Yeah, you know David Schwartz, right? For years, David Schwartz has been quietly running a private monitor system for XRP. Good to see y'all, man. Everybody's in tonight, man, on a Friday. It's crazy. There's a lot of places y'all could be. You know what I'm saying? But y'all here with me on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this, man. All right. So check this out. This tracking system, right? So what it does, uptime, peer connections, network traffic, disconnections, and real-time loading. That's what it does. So basically, it's the heartbeat of the entire XRP ledger. So right now, what he's going to do, he's going public. You know what I'm saying? I'm here until it's time to dance. Yo, so check this out. Oh, that I was reading. Just said, what's going on? Let me see here. What you guys say here? Yeah, Brad said, staying home, saving money for XRP. I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm not mad at that. Kirby White, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Dancing is for free. You know that's right. That's one thing. It does not cost the vibe. Listen to this. So today is the first time ever, okay, that David Schwartz had made all public charts and numbers and host names, imports, and everything. So they're going fully transparent. All right. Now, this pricing dip, little people are freaked out because they don't understand the transparency. Let me tell you, crypto is not used to this. This is something new right here. This telling you that they're trying to show what's going on. So right now you got traders reacting, bots, and everything going crazy. David Schwartz confirmed his hub is running a version of 2.62 that has been running with zero issues. All right. So this is the ledger. So basically, David Schwartz. Remember, David Schwartz, the architect. Okay, David Schwartz. So you understand the original architects, right? The builders of XRP. So you understand, David Schwartz, Arthur Burrito, Chris Larson, Jed McCabe. Them four right there. All right. So those are the guys. All right. Jed McCabe, of course, a year later went to go start XLM, which is Stellar. All right. Just want to make sure you guys understand that. So you understand who the crew is. You got to understand who the crew is. All right. All right. So you guys know who the original Dream Team is. DCRYPTOFAN. Make sure you hit a like, man. Make sure you share. If you learning something, make sure you hit a share. All right, hit a like. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit a notification. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit a notification so you can see these posts and get this information early. This information literally came out 5 hours ago. This is fresh off the presses. Tammy Lynn was sending me this information. This is brand new information. Oh, and I got some other story about y'all that tell you about. They also try to hack. They try to hack. Somebody tried to scam David Schwartz and try to pretend like they were Chris Larson and ask for $1 million. And then David Schwartz is like, why is the hell a billionaire calling me for $1 million? Scammer was wild. But anyway, yeah. But let's get into this. I'm gonna tell you about that story. Look, they got me for 54. They're trying to get the big dog for $1 million. You know what I'm saying? But you know those guys are billionaires. But anyway, I'll get into that story later. Let's get into this RXPL and the transparency that they're going to show on the RXPL. So understand, this is just so the reason why this news is important, because it's showing you that XRP is trying to be so transparent that they're trying to follow every regulation. They're trying to become a commodity. That's what we are talking about yesterday when them being with the CFTC. That's commodity. They're trying to be where gold is at, silver, oil, corn. That's where they want to be at over there. Okay? That's now to get out that SEC. That's what flows money. So you understand why is that important to you? Because that flows money. That brings trillions of dollars into XRP. That makes you money. That's that's important. All right? Understand why that's important. That's why this information that we go over every day is important, because it's money. All right? You wanna make the monies? You know what I'm saying? That this is what you gotta learn. You got to know how the money flows. All right, I'm telling you right now. Working for people, we never gonna be rich if we keep working for people. So this is the only way. I'll tell you right now. Just telling you. For me anyway. You might have another way, but this is how. Let me tell you. I told you stories about the 10Xs. I told you. But anyway, so listen. So now he's being shown total transparency. The network has no overloaded. All right. Has massive room for growth. All right. No scalability issues. Hasn't been needed any pure reservations. Nothing. It's been working clear. And what he's doing now, he's putting it for the world to see. David Schwartz is putting it on the world to see that everything's transparent, that it's working. All right. So this came out during a big debate community about expanding programmability and adding more smart contracts features on XRP. All right. So now David Schwartz stepped in and said, do not add features, just validators can make money. Do not rush radical smart contracts or upgrades. Do not break scalability or ledgers. Let me tell you, David Schwartz, when you got these cats here, they don't really care about the money like that. Yeah, but these cats is trying to, let me tell you, man, they different now. They different. They chase a different, that's why you see Jed McCabe leave. They don't think like me and you now. Don't try to understand these cats. These are the MIT cats. All right? These are Silicon Valley dudes. Understand? Yeah. They ain't where I ain't DCRYPTOFAN don't know nothing about no Silicon Valley. I'm telling you right now. I'm just good with numbers. But I ain't them cats. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so XRP, right, is real world usage, right? So here's what's going to happen now. This is basically what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to show long-term investors that XRP is healthy. XRP is stable, ready for major adoption. They're trying to show transparency that there's no stoppage, no usage. But at the same time, he's trying to tell them don't go too crazy. But he said there's room for growth. So that it's kind of sideways how he talks. But just wanted to get into that and how that is. So David Schwartz is breaking in silence. And actually, let me get into I want to actually get into the article. You can read this yourself. Wait 1 second here. I want to get in this article. But yeah, man. And I appreciate y'all. Wow, that's why I like that. I didn't see that one before. And I appreciate y'all sticking in here with me, man. And telling you right now, appreciate that. D Hill, you already know I always appreciate you. Appreciate y'all sticking with me on a what's it called? On a Friday. Ain't that something? That's crazy. On a Friday, y'all could be doing anything. Y'all hanging out with me. Ain't that something? So right, so Coin Paper, right, and also TradeView have the article. All right, so let's pull up TradingView. Both Ripple. You can go at like I tell you, you can go on Google. So if you want to look it up yourself, you can go on Google, right, and put in David Schwartz. Just put David Schwartz, right? If you want to spell Schwartz, you're gonna spell it S. Wait a second, make sure I spell it. SCHWARTZ. That's how you spell Schwartz. And put in XRPL Hub. All right, you can look it up. Ripple CTO breaks silence and publishes his full XRP ledger hub metrics. Okay, check this out. Ripple CTO David Schwartz broke his silence about long-running XRPL hub, posting operational data, network details, performance graphs, turning low-profile internal nodes into public reference point for anyone running XRPL setups. All right. Schwartz disclosed his hub has been running version 2.62 for more than a month without a single issue, offered a host name, a port, and operators who can now connect, and shared charts showing pure counts of latency, profiles, traffic loads, and disconnection metrics. And if you go, he goes on, he actually puts it on. If you go on Twitter, you can follow David Schwartz. His handle is Joel Katz. So if you want to follow David Schwartz on Twitter, it's JOELKATZ. Once again, write this down. Tammy Lynn, what's going on? Good evening. Bowles, good evening. What's going on, Crypto Gang? We talking about David Schwartz XRPL Hub. So if you guys want to look up David Schwartz, I was telling them that Tammy Lynn sent me this earlier. So this is if you want to go on there. So my hub, this is what he says on his Twitter. Like I said, it's Joel Katz. It's JOELKATZ. My hub has been running 2.62 for more than a week now, and there have been no issues. If you run the XRPL node, feel free to connect. Okay, host name hub. All right, this cat's something else. Let me tell you. Something else. Something else. The post came out when there was a lot of talk about XRPL programmability again. In replies, David Schwartz disagrees with the idea of adding features only to allow validators to make money from validations. Listen here, David Schwartz disagrees with the idea of adding features to only allow validators to make money for validation. In his opinion, okay, rational is weak, and those not aligned with the chain design is more compelling to let XRP hold its stake for revenue. But that alone is enough to warrant major changes. Let me tell you, the bottom line is that he thinks XRPL ledger, financially, primitive, should be used for more situations, not just quick payouts in small groups. Wow. All right, tell you right here, boy. All right, the crypto fan, Scooby-Doo, what's going on, Crypto Gang? So once again, David Schwartz says the bottom line is he thinks XRP ledger financial primitives should be used for more situations, not just quick payouts, but small groups. You know what I'm saying? Schwartz also acknowledged the risk side of making radical smart contracts. Addition requires a lot of engineering, creates unpredictable outcomes, and changes parts of XRPL. And he thinks are initially even successful experiment like AMM cannot guarantee usage levels. Such new functional needs proof that it can drive real demand before the ecosystem commits. All right. With the hub disclosure, it looks like Ripple CTO is ready to prioritize transparency and operation while keeping protocol changes on strict evidence and driven track. Let me tell you, XRP wants pure transparency. Let me tell you, right now, they're trying to do something different over there, man. And I know the price ain't sure, but let me tell you, when you're doing full transparency, let me tell you, this ain't no meme coin. This is XRP is doing a long-term play. And did you guys also, Tammy Lynn did send me that video of, that was a video of Brad Garlinghouse saying that he thinks that eventually that XRP will flip Ethereum. I'm gonna post that video. It's a video that was wild. I said, what? And for Brad Garlinghouse to say that, I was like, man, that gotta be AI. I said that has to be AI for Brad Garlinghouse to come out and say in broad day, okay, that XRP will flip Ethereum. And he went on and he started saying that Ethereum, so you understand Brad Garlinghouse stance and a lot of people XRP maxis. So you guys hear when you hear say maxi, mean that's somebody they go hard for whatever that coin is. Whatever that coin is, they go super hard and they don't see nothing else. So when you hear somebody say it's a Bitcoin maxi, that means that all he sees is Bitcoin. He's maxed out. He's maxed out. And when you see it, so when you hear somebody say maxi, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They're maximum, they're all in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you say. So basically, he's a Ethereum. He was a XRP maxi. You know what I'm saying? But you have Ethereum maxi. So basically, what they're saying is that Ethereum went and paid through the back door. That's what everybody's saying. So because Ethereum basically said that they're not a commodity. So what happened is Ethereum, why would Ethereum and XRP? What Ethereum, okay, so you guys understand what Ethereum does? People built their DeFi and built their tokens, built their platforms on top of Ethereum. That's what Ethereum does. They build up their DeFi, their protocol, all on top of Ethereum. Same thing with Solana. Solana's supposed to be faster, right? So now, an XRP, what it does is moves money. But they came out and said, wait a second, Bitcoin is a commodity like gold. This is what they're saying. This is the SEC saying, not me, not DCRYPTOFAN. The SEC is saying that Bitcoin, right, is like gold, like oil, like silver. So what it moved from the SEC jurisdiction and moved over here to the CFTC. Boom. So now they said, guess what? Ethereum is too. But why is Ethereum good, but XRP is not good? You understand? So this is where things start getting crazy. So now the previous SEC chairman who was running it, right? His name was Hemman. All right. So Hemman came out with this thing they call a Hemman speech. So he came out with a speech of why Ethereum basically is not a security and it's a commodity and then blase. But what they're saying is that Vitalik and him met up. Oh yeah, this gets wild, y'all. This is a real story now. Oh yeah, this is a real story now. So they met up, and you're saying basically you can't be sitting in that position meeting with the founder of Ethereum. That's a no-go, especially without no witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a no-go for his position. Because now that looks suspicious. It's not protocol. You can't do that. That you can't run that way. That's you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so they do that. So now the suspicion that people are saying, which they investigated but never went too deep in investigation. It's crazy how it just disappeared. So basically they're saying that Hemman, Vitalik paid Hemman, who was sitting at the chair of SEC, to make Ethereum good and then to go sue XRP. Because XRP at one time was ahead of Ethereum. At one time, XRP was number 2 after Bitcoin. You didn't know that. If you learn something new, you better hit a like. Oh yeah, you peeping this story? This is a real story. You could Google this. This is real. This is what the lawyers that were with XRP, this is what they were using to fight Gensler, who was the head of SEC. This is what was going on. Oh, just so you understand. Oh, this is a real story here, man. And I'm telling you right here. Gensler's a short, bald-head dude. And Gensler was the SEC. He was suing everything. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So what happened is now, so after XRP got sued and there was a bull run, everything went up except XRP. And then what happened is now, because of the lawsuit, XRP got delisted, and then Ethereum took that number 2 spot. And then everything, I think XRP had dropped down to, I think at one time to number 7 or number 8. Yeah. It went from that number 2 spot, dropped down, I think, number 8 to number 7. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So now XRP's all-time high was $3.84. In 2020, 2020 and 2021, all the old dinosaur coins, they all surpassed their all-time high, except XRP, because of the lawsuit. Yeah. So that's what they're talking about when they talk about the Hinman speech. So basically they're saying Ethereum paid to get through. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's more than just Ethereum. I think the banks didn't want to see XRP too. I think it was more. I think there was a whole collusion to keep XRP out. You know what I'm saying? But XRP, they got lucky. You know what XRP did? When I say XRP, let me say the XRP. You know what Ripple did? So you guys understand, man, what Ripple is. Ripple owns majority of XRP, the coins out there. So you understand, it owns their ledger. So you understand, Ripple is just basically like Apple, and the iPhone is XRP. Boom. Got me? So now, understand this. Here goes how Ripple gets ill now. Okay? Because Ethereum already played the game. They paid. So now, here comes the game changer. Right? Remember, Ripple's paying $200 million, fighting SEC. Judge Torres, after two years, it's like, nah, it's not a security. It's a commodity. But she held back because they said some of the institutional sales were no bueno. They said that what you sold to the public was cool, but what you sold to the institution wasn't no good. So they had to work out a settlement. So that's why they've been waiting on this whole time. But here comes the ill play. Remember I told you. Remember I told you now. Remember I told you. The Hinman. And then he's meeting with Vitalik. Vitalik's the co-founder for Ethereum. He's either Russian or or what's the other one that they're going to war with Russia? Who they going to war with right now? The Russians are going to war with Ukraine. Thank you, Ukraine. Sorry about that. My apologies, Ukraine. So either Vitalik's either from Ukraine or what's it called? So now, or Russia. So now they saying Vitalik done paid. It's not me saying it now. Don't come from me. I'm just telling you the story. Okay? Big brother up there watching. This ain't me. I'm just telling you the story. For the people that don't know the story, you can look it up. You can Google. So they say Vitalik paid, but I'm gonna tell you how the game got ill. So now, I used to say to myself, yo, why is Ripple trying to keep it so clean? Y'all need to pay somebody because y'all getting killed out here. Y'all getting destroyed. Y'all spend $200 million. I know they didn't spend $200 million with Hinman. Just saying. But anyway, but here comes the ill play now. So now here comes a president coming out of nowhere. Your boy Trump. Yeah, your boy Trump. So them boys at Ripple, guess what they did? They put $27 million for Trump's re-election. Oh, they got down with the game. Duh. This sounds like, yo, I understand you want regulatory clarity. You want to play all nice and listen, man. Hey, listen, man. You see what they did with the chairman? You saw what Vitalik did, Ethereum did. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You saw what Ethereum did. You saw what it did with Hinman. They went to number 2. Yeah, I'm telling you. And now you got them boys there at Brad Garland house. He went and put $27 million. Next thing you know, he's taking pictures with Trump. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And listen, and this is not nothing about, I'm not talking about being Republican, Democrat. That has nothing to do with it. I'm talking about us and our investment getting legitimized. That's all it's about for me. It's about our investment that we've been waiting for 7 years, since 2019, being legitimized. That's all this conversation is about. This is what the story is about. You know what I'm saying? This is letting you know. I'm not telling you anything about, make America great again, or Trump, vote for Trump, or don't vote for Trump. I mean, that's not what this is about. Please do not get this confused. That's not what it's about. I'm just trying to tell you how them boys is pushing this XRP. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is making, you see how fast now? Look, since that happened, right? Let me tell you what happened since that time's happened. Since that 27 million. Let me tell you what happened since that 27 million. Guess who was sitting at Senate when they were talking about the Genius Act, Anti-CBC Act, and talking about the Clarity Act? Guess who was speaking for everybody in crypto? Your boy Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple. Yeah. For all of crypto, all of blockchain technology. Your boy Brad Garlinghouse, the same one. That's what I'm talking about. What up, crypto gang? What up, James Davidson? So you understand how this flowing? Y'all hear how the story goes? So you understand? You understand? So this, yeah, XRP was number 2. Now Brad and the boys is now down. Now you see how things move fast? They put that 27 million, boom, through Trump. Things start moving fast. Now he's speaking at the Senate for all the crypto. Boom, moving fast. Then they did the settlement. Boom, to down. They went from like 125 down to 75. Then they settled down like 50 million to the point I don't even know if there's any monies even anymore. This how quick it goes. Then now, the SEC, listen, the SEC was just suing them boys. Ripple, and Brad. They was suing Brad too himself. They was literally suing them 2 years ago. Now they passing laws to let them go through the door. Are y'all paying attention? I hope y'all paying attention. Yeah, this is what's happening. Listen, this is the true life story, man. This sound like a soap opera. It sounds too true to be, but it's real facts. Listen, man. Let me rewind. If y'all just tuned in, all right? So here's a story that I got to tell about. Well, you know so well. It started way back in history with that. And Mike D. Here's a little story I like to tell about. No, y'all know about them Beastie Boys right there. Kicking up sled. Y'all know about that. But anyway, let me tell you the story. So we rewind for you guys that just came in, who just came in the chat, right? So we talking about XRP and why XRP, appreciate that. Why XRP, you know what I'm saying, got pushed to the back. At one time, XRP was number 2 behind Bitcoin. So what happened is Ethereum was behind XRP. You have a gentleman named Vitalik. Okay, so what they're saying, allegedly, not from me, allegedly Vitalik paid the chairman at the SEC. The chairman at the SEC now, he go ahead, he says Ethereum is like Bitcoin, a commodity. What is a commodity? Gold, silver, oil, corn. Commodity. That's what a commodity is. You over there, the CFTC is you're under their jurisdiction. They're more like referees. Over here in the SEC, they watch stocks, bonds, futures. They watch that, and they're like the police. Okay? Yeah. All right. So now the SEC, all right, was suing all of crypto. All your coins was getting sued. All right. But Ethereum, allegedly, Vitalik, okay, Vitalik paid Hedman, the head of the SEC, to let them go through. Then Hedman, go ahead, boom, boom. They went against it, sued XRP. Boom. XRP now drops from number 2 to number 7. Now Ethereum goes to number 2. So they're saying because Ethereum paid out, they went to number 2. And you know the story of Ethereum. $300 to $4,900. And to number 2, half a billion dollars. $50 billion. Ethereum. Number 2. XRP now takes a dump. They're suing them. They spend $200 million. Now, I was saying to myself, me and my homeboys, we was talking about why XRP don't want to play the game. XRP didn't want to play the game because they wanted regulatory clarity. They wanted to come through. They wanted everything clean. They actually went to the SEC and asked them, what can we do to make sure that we follow all your rules? You make the rules. They told Gensler, you make the rules and tell us what we got to do to comply. Gensler wasn't having that. Gensler was in, to me, personally, he was in on the game. He has a twin. Then guess what the twin does? He works for an Ethereum firm that just buys Ethereum. Or Gensler has a twin from the SEC. This thing gets crazy. I'm even gonna get into that. But anyway, so now Gensler, Gensler has a twin that works for a hedge fund that pushes Ethereum. You can't make this up, right? So now Ethereum gets over on that side, the good side, the SFTC, where the good old boys, gold, Bitcoin. They ain't got to worry. XRP's over here, where the bombs is going off, where them police is at, the SEC, and they on their neck, and they suing XRP. But guess what? XRP is worldwide. They got deep pockets, deep. It's at Ripple now. Ripple, who owns XRP, they start paying out the money. They paying out $200 million to lawyers. You see how Puffy was paying out for the lawyers? You see how paying out for them lawyers. You see the Dream Team? You see what you were watching on Netflix? Ripple had their own Dream Team. Yeah, straight up. Them cats don't made YouTube channels off of that. Davison. Well, anyway, yeah. So anyway, now, right? So now Ripple is going through all this stuff. But here comes the dark horse now. He was the game changer for XRP. You remember I told you, Vitaly paid Hinman, right? Who was the chairman of SEC. He ran the whole, he's the head dude. Then after that, Gensler comes after him. He's his protege. Take it over, baby. Stay on their neck. Stay on Ripple's neck. But Ripple had a dark horse. Trump. Ripple pays $27 million for Trump re-election. Yeah, they got in the game room too. They said, "Oh, Ethereum, you want to play that game? Yeah, we're gonna play that game too." Yeah, this is just my perception of it. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm watching this like a soap opera. I'm watching this like I don't know, like what do you call that? What used to my mom used to watch? All My Children. Yeah, Erica Kane. Yeah, Adam. I forgot what the cat's name was. Adam, whatever. Yeah, the two twins there, man. The Adam twins, man. Yeah, telling you, man. For real. Adam Chandler. Ooh, was his name Adam Chandler? I think about Adam Chandler, man. But anyway, crypto gang. But anyway, so now, check this out. So they paid the $27 million when Trump's reelected. And guess what happened? Y'all know the story. Trump got reelected. And guess who's over there taking pictures with Trump? Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple. You can't make this up. Now he's in the building. He was outside the building. They was outside, bro. Listen, Brad Garlinghouse was on the outside, and they were the only ones trying to be transparent. They was the only ones trying to do the right thing. They were the only ones. Ripple was really the only ones trying to get true regulatory clarity. They were trying to do the right thing. They didn't understand. Them boys coming from Silicon Valley. Vitaly, he's coming from Ukraine or Russia. He coming with a different game. And here goes the crazy thing. Vitaly was going to work for Ripple and XRP. But guess what happened? You can't make this up. The man couldn't get through. His passport was no bueno. You can't make this up. The same dude that went number 2, that surpassed Ripple XRP, he was going to go work for them. This is a wild story, man. This is a wild story, man. You can't make this up, man. See what I'm saying? So now you see XRP. Y'all think Ripple, which I tell you, Ripple owns XRP. You think they're going somewhere? So he ready to pay $27 million. And this is true. Go look it up. Ripple backed Trump's, and that's not illegal. You can't do that. You understand? That's not nothing illegal. They put $27 million to back Trump's presidency. There's nothing illegal with that. That's what they did. So now Brad is sitting with them big boys. Brad's taking pictures with that. All right? Now Trump does come out. He has a czar. Okay? He done put this man, the czar, to run crypto. Then you got Dave Atkins. Let me tell you, they pushing this XRP hard. I know y'all waiting for it to run, but they in the building. They chilling with them boys, okay? And guess what they're doing? They moving quick. They ain't let's think about it. Look how fast they moving. They making sure before this man's presidency ends, they're gonna make sure that they locked in. Look how fast Ripple is moving, XRP is moving. Look what they've done. They went from a lawsuit. Y'all better understand why I'm investing in this and why people saying this is a rug pull. I hear people come in the chat saying it's a rug pull, it's gonna die. Listen here, this is facts what I say. If you think I'm wrong, I'm just gonna state facts. I'm not gonna state my opinion. I'm stating pure facts, okay? Just listen to this. This is pure facts. They went from delisted on exchanges, mean that they were listed on Coinbase, they were listed on crypto.com, they were listed on Binance, they were listed on all the exchanges. Remember, they were number 2. Then they delisted them. Everybody said, yo, you're not on my exchange no more. The only place you could buy was Uphold. You had to go on Uniswap and go to swap and do all type of wild stuff. You couldn't just go buy it. That's the first thing. This is facts. They got delisted in 2020, going to 2021. They were delisted. Boom. Now find this. Then they had a lawsuit on their neck. When everybody was going up, they had a lawsuit on their neck. XRP, true facts. Okay? True facts. Okay? On their neck. All right? And then, guess what? They won the lawsuit. Facts. Judge Torres says they're not a security, they're commodity. Facts. This is all facts. Look this up. The Brad Garland House, the head of XRP, CEO of XRP, he was sitting talking for all of crypto, all of every blockchain, speaking for them at the House of Senate that passed the Clarity Act, the CBDC Act, and also the Genesis Act. And both those 3 acts were both pushed by both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats. Watch his story. Go look at it. Facts, I'm telling you. Ripple, XRP, has been ISO 2020 since 3 years ago. Okay? The banking system now is only ISO 2022. The messaging system. Look, I say this is facts. Check this out. Now, this man, they went and put $27 million behind Trump. Go look at this as facts. They were facts. After they did that, Trump gets elected. Soon after that, what happens? SEC drops lawsuit. Look at it, see if it's facts. After that, the same SEC that said they were suing them and said that they were a security now passes laws, the SN1 amendment, and does it for the first time ever in 1944 Act, and now XRP has ETFs. They just basically were suing them. Now they're saying you're legit, to the point they said now Wall Street could buy you. They just went live with like 10 ETFs. Check this out if I'm saying facts. You have Canary Capital. You have Wisdom Tree. You have Franklin Templeton. You have Rex Offspray. You have Wisdom Tree. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? Now you have Vanguard in the game. You have Bank of America that told their customers to buy up to 4% of Bitcoin. But that's near and there. Everything I'm telling you is facts. Vanguard, $11 trillion company, they're allowing Vanguard, $11 trillion company, allowing their customers, their clients to buy you see all those ETFs I just named? They could buy all of those. That's facts. How far has Ripple come from a lawsuit to delisted to on every exchange? Now, let's go to the infrastructure. Let's go into the infrastructure of Ripple, XRP. That's just talking about the coin. Let's go into the real stuff now. They got a bank. They're going for a bank charter. Like basically, you see Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they're trying to become a bank. Boom. They went and bought a treasury. You know what a treasury is? A treasury is just imagine like all of us on here. We put all our money together and we got one person that decides where they're going to save our money and what we're going to invest in. They have their own treasury, meaning they got their own brokerage. Okay? Boom. Then they went and bought a wallet, Palside wallet. Basically, they have a wallet. So what wallet does, it holds your crypto. They got a secure place that holds your coins, that holds your XRP. Okay, I'm talking infrastructure facts. Everything I'm saying is facts. Google it. Listen, I'm gonna replay this on YouTube. Slow it down, pause. Go look up everything I'm saying. Now, not only that, now they're talking about not only bank charters in South Africa. You know they're worldwide. South Africa is using the RLUSD. What Ripple, XRP has their own stable coin. Folks, what is a stable coin? A digital dollar. A digital dollar. So they can move their monies around. So that digital dollar, you could take that digital dollar and send it to a kid in Africa. A kid in Africa could send it to somebody to Nigeria, to South Africa. And I'm telling you, when you're in a country, if you're a country that's at war, right? And then you're talking about your money, their money over there, and their economic is broken, and their currency is broken. Wouldn't you rather have yourself some RLUSD, that's a digital dollar, or wouldn't you rather have some Bitcoin? Wrong or right? You're talking about Africa says they're going to use their RLUSD. You're talking about countries. Listen, so when I'm basically trying to say, when you people are saying Ripple, XRP is not real, folks, how much more evidence do you need, man? Do you need somebody to slap you around the forehead? Listen to what I'm telling you. This is all facts, all right? If you just tune in as the crypto fan, and if you're learning something, I bet you learned some, you better put a like, because I know y'all didn't know that. I know there's only a few that know that him in action. Y'all didn't know that story. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. Ripple was number 2. XRP was number 2. Ethereum paid their way. Vitalik and them boys paid him in to put them number 2. Yeah. They paid him and say, yo, we're not like them. We like Bitcoin. Yeah. They paid for Bitcoin. Yeah. Now, that's why SEC been on our XRP. Let me tell you, that's why we're lucky. That's why we are lucky to buy. We were able to buy Ripple at its prices. That's why we were lucky to get Ripple at 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents forever, because this is a company that should already been at $10. They should already been at $10, $20. Let me tell you something. That lawsuit doesn't happen. You're talking about a 500,000. Just think about it. Ethereum is number 2. Ethereum at this was at 545,000, right? 545 billion. XRP is at 125. So that's 4 times what XRP is right now. So you're talking about an $8, $9 XRP. That's where XRP should be right now. So right now, we would be buying XRP right now for $8, $9 if it was number 2. So we're lucky that we got to get something that was devalued that actually had real value and real utility. That people in your Korea are actually using XRP. Long time ago. Venezuela. What do you mean? Listen, man. That's why I just want to let y'all know. So when you see an XRP and you waiting, there's people that, let me tell you something, right? My boss, let me tell you something, real fact story. My boss, he was impatient. He was buying Ethereum. He was buying Ethereum straight up under $100. He was buying Ethereum under $100. Yep. Couldn't wait. Sold it at $330 because it went up to $600 and came back down, and sold that at $300. Say he came up. You know where Ethereum went to, y'all? That same one that he throwing. You know, and guess what happened? Let me tell you, swear to God. His homeboy that bought the Ethereum with him, he called him. His homeboy, guess where he was at? Costa Rica. His homeboy was in Costa Rica. His homeboy made $17 million. And called him and said, he called him and said, where you at? Where you at? He had to tell him he was at work with me. My boss had to say, yeah, I'm at work. He said, you at work? How are you at work? You had Ethereum. Bro, you had as much Ethereum as I have. I got 17 million. He said, I sold mine. Yep. All he had to do was wait 5 years. All he had to do was wait 5 years. Yep. All he had to do was wait from 2015 to that time there. He wouldn't have been at work with me. Yep. Yeah. That's why you hear your boy Warren Buffett, not DCRYPTOFAN say this. I only spit facts. All I do is spit facts. Your boy Warren Buffett says wealth transfers from the impatient to the patient. Let me tell you, all my homeboys that I grew up with that do that, they think they that quick come up, no patience, or always got a quick scam, a quick come up, go to school, or people want to go to school for 6 months. Let me tell you, I've been on my job for 29 years. I didn't get to that. Like, people like, oh, you do this, you drive this, you do this, you live like this, you live like that, you live like this, you live like that. People always worry about how you live. People always worry about how you live. But you know one thing they don't worry about? What took you to get there. They don't worry about all the hardship that goes to get there. You think, like, they think, why they look younger than me? I look older than all my friends. Look how I'm grayed up. Look how much I'm grayed up. It's wild to me. Oh, you got this, you got that, you got... Bro, I got this too. I got this too. Grade up here. That's how I got all this grade. I got this too. Yeah, they always want to worry about... It's the wildest thing. You know what I'm saying? People worry about the cars. People worry about the stuff. They worry about... Yo, listen, man. They worry about the stress, man. The stress. The stress that come with that. How about driving an hour when recession came? Listen, man. I'm telling you, I was working at, when let me tell you, recession came, right? 2010. You remember 2010, 2008? I went from making $120,000 way back in 2010, right? Right? We were doing like 200 cars. We went from doing 200 cars to 125 to 50 till they closed down the dealership and told everybody back away from them computer. I went from making 110, 120 consistently every year. And that's when I first started. That was way back in the day. And listen, to Zippo, to back away from the computer. And I ain't gonna tell you, I only had like maybe $7,000 to my name. Yeah, thank God I had my mother. My mother come to the rescue, boy. My mom came to the rescue, boy. That's one thing, man. Rest in soul, man. My mom come 17 grand. Go ahead, boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's my mom. 17 grand. Go ahead, boy. Yeah, thank God, boy. That's why I don't even have her no more. Now it's just me. So I gotta be disciplined. Yeah, my mom came and saved me. Yeah, 17 grand. I had a Lexus. She was making my car payment, $550. It was on her credit, too. It was on her credit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Trump, Scooby-Doo says, what's going to happen after Trump's term? Oh, back to what I was saying. I'm sorry. I got ran off. So that's why I was saying that Ripple was moving so fast. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Ripple is moving so fast is because they want to make sure that they're regulated and they're unstoppable. So when Trump's term comes back in, Trump back in. No, I didn't say that. Sorry. Pause. Whoa. Basically, I said when Trump's term ends, not back ends. When it ends, they'll be in line. The charter will be done. SEC approvals will be done. You're an SFT. I don't see you going back. I don't see you. Bo was like, G Moore for you before you was laughing. I don't see you going back and undoing it. It's you once, because what happens is we're going to be so deep into this, and still going to be so much people invested in this. You don't want to be the next president coming stopping this movement. Because right now, what they're calling this right now, they're calling this a technology movement. This is what they're saying. They're saying, here's the crazy thing, right? I forgot to tell y'all this. This is crazy. Here goes stories get crazy. I don't want to jump off things, but let me finish this. But they're saying this is a technology movement. You guys got to see what's going on through the back door. You see how they always talking about, they're saying this is a race against China. This is what they say. You guys hear this, right? It's a race against China. You hear this rhetoric, right? You hear this narrative, right? It's a race against China. Did y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear that, right? I'm pretty sure you hear that when they say they're trying to get into in front of this and they want to get into crypto because they don't want technology. They don't want China to be ahead of the game or the world to be the game. They want America to be the home and the head of crypto and of blockchain technology. This is where they want to be. You hear that, right? So they're saying that against China, right? And you see how Trump is saying, "Oh, we're gonna go against China and what's it called?" But guess who, right? But guess who? Trump, WLFI. Guess who they teamed up with? Guess who they teamed up with? Aster. You know who Aster is? CZ. Guess where CZ's from? Guess where CZ's from, y'all? Guess where CZ's from, y'all? Guess who Trump just partnered up with? Y'all know where CZ's from? Binance. You know what Binance is from? You know what CZ's from? China. Ding, 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 ding. Where's CZ from? China. Ding, 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 ding. But that's who they say is the enemy. Right? China's the enemy. We're in a race with China. Tariffs on China. We're on China. Right? But guess what? WFI. High five, China. High five, CZ. That's facts. Listen, I'm just telling you facts, y'all. Let me ask you, is there anything that I said that was not facts? Go look at WLFI. That's Eric Trump. That's Donald Trump. That's Witsoff. Go check out Witsoff. Telling you. Y'all, don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me for spitting facts. Don't be mad at me for spitting the truth. I'm spitting facts, right? All I'm saying is follow the money. Forget everything else. Follow the money, all right? So let me just tell you, follow the money. There's a lot of narratives going here. This is all true story. I get it. This is like watching soap opera. This is real. So when you hear XRP, watch your money. Watch what the good old boys are doing. Look what the good old boys are doing, man. I'm telling you. Straight up, Vintage Black. Vintage Black says, blame the messenger, not the message. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just telling you right here, man. Don't blame me, man. I'm just the messenger. You know what I'm saying? This is what's real. Don't listen. If the president of the United States, respectfully, all right, all jokes aside, if the president of the United States is buying Bitcoin, right, he has WLFI doing treasury. He's doing business with crypto.com, which is Crow. Crow, C-R-O. He's doing business with Crow. Crow's going to be the custodian holding their coins. Okay, WLFI, all right? It dropped down to number 33. It's back to number 25. And they have a buyback trigger, okay? That's nothing. WFI, Trump's token, they also have a stable coin. So you understand, there's two WLFIs, so you guys are aware, and gals are aware. I want to make sure you're aware of this. There's two WFIs. You have the stable coin, which is a digital dollar. Remember, digital dollar. Remember, somebody's calling me. Sorry about that. Remember, I told you, gals and gents, a stable coin. If you've been watching, a stable coin is just a digital dollar, and everybody's trying to get one. PayPal, PYLUSD, Athea, USDE, Tether, USDT, Circle, USDC. If you watch, the stable coins are moving. Ripple, RLUSD. Look how Bitcoin lost $800 billion. So you're saying Bitcoin went from 2.3 trillion to to $1.7 trillion. And Tether, the stable coin, only lost $1 billion. How does Bitcoin lose 800 billion, but Tether, which is number 4, and goes back and forth to number 3, only lost $1 billion? I'm spitting facts. I'm telling you facts. There's nothing I said that's not real. Okay? So basically what I'm trying to tell you, Ripple, which is XRP, that's why they're moving fast. They're going to position themselves so when light switch go on, they're on the right side of the road. They get on that CFTC, and now Ripple, XRP now is considered fully, no questions asked, with BitNormal over there on that side. We want to be on this side, the CFTC side. We don't want to be on the SEC side. That's not the side we want to be on. That's the wrong side. All right? That's the side of the police. That's the side of them riding everything. What you got there? What you did? What are you doing there, man? What's going on there? What you got going on there? What you got going on there, Brad? That's that side. We want to be on the CFTC side. Come on. Let's go, baby. Bring them trillions in, baby. Yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. That's the side we want to be on. All right? We want to be on the side with gold, silver. You know what I mean? Bitcoin. We want to be where Bitcoin is at. That side, and Ethereum. Yeah. We want to be Ethereum's at. I ain't mad at Vitalik. Vitalik paid. He played him in. I ain't mad. They played the game. He paid him in to get Ethereum to be number 2. XRP, Ripple, they took too long to join the game. They took too long, but they learned. They put that $27 million in Trump bag. they put $27 million in Trump's bag. You heard me? Hey, look, they put $27 million right in Trump's bag. Like that. That's what they did, okay? They put that $27 million in Trump's bag. You know what I'm saying? And guess what they did? And it was legal. It was legal. You know that's legal. Oh, yeah. They put 27 and Trump said, my brother Brad, come on in, brother. Come on in. Bring Ripple with you. Now, what did Vitalik do to you? What did Vitalik do to you, son? Come on over here, Brad. So what you got going there? Because my son, I know that's not his voice, but I know that's Trump's voice. But in my mind, this is Trump talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Brad, what you doing over there? Huh? Well, Trump's like, my son says he's all about Bitcoin. He's a Bitcoin maxi. And he says, you're cool, Brad. Come on in. Bring your Ripple with us. We're going to put your Ripple part of strategic American Reserve. Yeah. They went from being sued to now strategic reserve. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, so America has going to have a strategic reserve. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you weren't aware of that? Oh, so just so you're aware, right? America has a strategic reserve. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solano, and I want to say, is the last one ADA? I know the 4. Is number 5 ADA? Is the last one Cardano? I know those 4 for definite. I want to say the last one is Cardano. I think I'm almost factually right. You guys forgive me if I'm wrong. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Okay, thank you. Sometimes I don't want, you know what I'm saying? So now you're talking about XRP being on reserve. You know, that's why I tell you I buy Cardano, y'all. Don't sleep on Cardano. Y'all better wake up, man. Wake up on Cardano, man. Do not sleep on Cardano. That 37 cents was a gift. That 37 cents Cardano was a gift, all right? Cardano, ADA. That's Charles Hoskin. That's smart contracts, okay? So you guys understand what smart contracts do? For example, smart contracts go ahead and basically make contracts on ledgers. So let's just say me and you, right? Say Tammy does makeup. Say Tammy has makeup, right? And right? I want to go ahead and make a contract that says, Tammy, you sell to me 20 bottles of moisturizer, 20 bottles of moisturizer, right? I'm going to give you $2,000 for the 20 bottles of moisturizer. That's a smart, then we built a smart contract. That's what a smart contract is. So now the smart contract goes on a blockchain where me, Tammy, all of us could see the contract that says Tammy gives me 20 bottles of moisturizer. I give her 20,000. Bomb. That easy. Smart contract, digital smart contract, no middleman. It does exactly what it says. A smart contract. You get it? It's just a contract on a digital blockchain. You see it? Tammy said, I'm gonna send makeup over. If you learning something, make sure you hit a like. I'm dropping bars right now, like H bar. I'm dropping bars so you can learn. How many of your cats on YouTube is doing that? They tell you to go buy it. They don't tell you what it even does. You don't even know what it does. So when you see Charles Hoskin, and guess what? Here's another, oh my God, the stories get ill. You know the crazy stories get ill. Guess who Charles Hoskin for Ada worked for? Guess who Charles Hoskin for Ada worked for? Vitalik, the same one that paid Hinman at Ethereum. Charles Hoskin used to work for Ethereum, the same ones that paid to get through the back door pause on Hinman. Yeah. And guess what? Ada has a wallet, right? Ada has a wallet that they came out with 6 months ago. And the wallet they have only holds 3 assets: Bitcoin, XRP, and Ada. Yeah, I'm dropping bars tonight. It's Friday. I don't come on Saturday, Sunday, so I might as well let it off like. I might as well be up tonight like this. I'm dropping bars tonight. I'm telling you. Tell you, man, hit like, nigga, shit, share, man. I'm dropping real knowledge tonight. This is the backstory. This is the backstory of what's going on. This is the real story. So why I go ahead and invest in certain coins? Because I try to stay in that core team. Because them dudes all been around each other. They know what's going on. They know what's missing. These cats are starting businesses, and they were all with each other back in the day. That's what I'm saying. They were back in 2013 with each other. These dudes are going back 12 years. This is not something that just last year, 2 years, 5. No. These cats were there when they were actually building. Listen, they were there when they were actually creating XRP. They were there when they were actually Bitcoin. They were actually there when you were doing smart contracts. They were there when they were trying to build faster systems than Ethereum. Ethereum takes, if you ever try to move Bitcoin, you move Bitcoin, that thing takes like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Sometimes you move Bitcoin. I get scared when I move my Bitcoin. You're like, is it going through? He's like, are we there yet? Are you there yet? Move XRP from your wallet. See how fast it goes. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's why you got to get with them technology coins. I'm just trying to break down the technology so you understand what blockchain technology is. Because people say crypto, but you understand the technology of it and the coins and the tokens that do the technology that's going to be the future. I try to invest in the future where I see that this is going to be a product that, yes, undeniably it's going to be here. Hopefully, and everything I'm wishing is going to be there, but everything that I've been telling you, those facts that I told you, is what's making me come to that decision that, yeah, I'm going to rock out with XRP. Yeah, I'm going to rock out with HBAR. Yeah, I'm going to rock out with XLM. Yeah, I'm going to rock. You know what I'm saying? Because the evidence is showing. Them boys paid $27 million in that bag. 27 for Trump. 27. Legally. Brad didn't do nothing wrong. Brad wasn't like your boy Vitalik. How much he paid him? And it's crazy that Hinman, that I told you used to be the head of SEC. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. Even Brad Garlandhouse, even so he brought up the fact. The reason why we're talking about this because Brad says that he believes when things fall back in place that XRP is going to surpass Ethereum. And I've never heard Brad say that before. So that was wild. I thought it was maybe AI until you started going into the Hinman. I was like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. All right? And all I'm spitting to y'all is facts. All right? I'm not telling you to go buy XRP. I'm not telling you buy Ripple. I'm just telling you the blockchain technology. It doesn't have to be XRP. Don't tell me wrong. It doesn't have to be XRP. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be Ethereum. It has to be Solana. But it needs to be probably one of them mother suckers. There's a lot of good coins out there. Even Chainlink. What is Web3? Web3 basically, what Web3, okay. All right. So what Web3 is. So first let me tell you what Web1 and Web2 is. All right. So you can understand what Web3 is. So you see Facebook, you see Instagram. Those are Web2. Web1. You ever see how you go in when you first get on Instagram, or even when you get on IG, you hit all those accept, all this stuff for all your information, your pictures, your downloads, all that security stuff that you do, when you hit that, that's Web2, Web1 and Web2. That's when they own all your information. All right. Now here comes Web3, is where you own your own information. Now you secure your information. Your information is one-to-one now. Okay? You hold your own pictures. You hold your own security. You don't have to share your stuff with them anymore. That's Web3. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I hope you understand what I'm saying. That's Web3. All right? New action. Okay? No more sharing. No more sharing like Instagram. You know what I'm saying? No more that. So Web3 systems that they work on. So basically you would have to get basically a coin or token that rubs Web3. So all this new technology, all this new blockchain technology, and all these new companies, they come in with Web3 technology. That's why people are talking about adaptation. So you want to get a coin or get a token that has Web3 technology. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Let me see. Let's pull it up. Matter of fact, here. Let me see here. Let me do this. Let's do this. Wait a second. Wait a second here. So that's what Web3 is. So I just want to give you, so when you talking about, you see, okay, you see one of the big top coins that we always talk about on this chat right here, Web3, Chainlink. You see Chainlink? Chainlink. Big boy Web3. Big boy data on chain. See Chainlink? Chainlink's a big boy. That's Web3. That's the Oracle. Yeah. Chainlink. You see Chainlink? You ever remember what Chainlink? I always tell people, you know the movie Tron? You remember the movie Tron? I know some of y'all, there's a new Tron. But the first Tron, the one with what's the boy there? Is that Harrison Ford? Is it Harrison Ford in the first Tron? But anyway, you know the Tron movie. If y'all my age, y'all know the first Tron. So Tron basically was a guy playing video game. It took the guy that was playing the video game behind the computer. It took him and it brought him into the computer. Okay? So basically what Chainlink does, it takes real world data and information, like how cold it is, the prices of everything, just real world data. Real world, like everything, like baby's born at 1 o'clock, whatever, just real world data, and it takes that information and puts it into the blockchain. Yeah. It's Tron. Yeah. So basically, let's say you're buying a house. There's an earthquake. All the houses in that neighborhood is crushed. It's going to give them that information right there to know that, oh, shoot, you better not buy that house because that house right there ain't worth $500,000. That house just had an earthquake. So it's giving it real-time data of real world life to the blockchain technology. That's Chainlink. Okay? Yeah. And why you need that real world data is so when you're running RWAs, So when you do real world assets, when they do real world assets, that's what everybody's talking about, tokenization. You need that real world data. That's why everybody's linked up to Chainlink, because you need real world data when you're running that. You understand? So what happened is now you're getting tokenization and you need that data. So now you got Chainlink needs to look at that. But guess what? Now you need something for the tokenization. And then comes Peter, perfect timing. There comes like H-bar, things like that. Perfect timing, Peter, right? Things like Ondo, perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? Then comes, besides Ondo, besides XDC, they need that information. They hook up to Chainlink. They tokenize real world data. They tokenize traditional finance. They tokenize real estate. They take that data. But now you need to be able to move the monies and move the data. Move the monies on the house. Move the monies. What do you need to move the monies, y'all? XRP Ledger. Yeah. But then now, when you're doing all them sales and everything's moving, guess what? We got to make sure that we hold everybody accountable. So what do we need? Smart contracts. You get it? And then guess what? We're dealing with the banks. And the banks only speak one language. So we need, guess what? ISO 22 coins that speak that same that language, that do smart contracts, that do move monies and do tokenization, so we can get that real world data from Chainlink. All right? Get me? This is how it goes. All right? This. You see how everything works together? People say XLM. XLM's different now, because XLM's going to be working for the small businesses. So the small businesses there will be using XLM to move their monies around. See what I'm trying to tell you? So basically, let's say you're a small business. You're selling freaking hats, right? You're selling hats. You're going to use that money on XLM. You're not going to use XRP. XRP is going to be for big institutions, for the ledger. That's going to be for the big banks. You're going to use XLM. That's going to be more your lane. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. All right. So these are how all these things connect. That's when you hear that narrative that only can be one that makes no sense, because they all do something different. All right. If you learn something, put a 100, man. If you learn something, put a 100. Matter of fact, it's check-in time. You know what I'm saying? Put a 100 if you learn something, man. If you learn something in the chat and you learn something, put a 100, man. Straight up. Risk Taker 100, Julia 100, Gas 100, G3 100, Kabila 100, Aguilar Concrete 100. This thing's going fast. It's 100. Oh, these 100 says Deepton, Javison 100, Chad Sarn 100, Scooby Doo 100, J Potter 100, Peter 100, E Money 100, 100. Let me tell you, okay. Just say, I learned how you're going to make us rich, Risk Taker. 100. Natalia Jerkins, 100. Stone, 2025, 1,000. Blue Fall, 91. Mississippi, 100. 100. Oh, we doing check-ins? Let me know where you from. Oh, yeah, we live tonight. Where you at? You know what? It's city check-in time. You know what I'm saying? Let me know where y'all from, man. You know what? We checking in. Let me know where you're from. Let's call out where we from right now. We worldwide tonight. Cali's in here. North Carolina, Germany, Trinidad, 100. Oh, we in here tonight. Kick it 100. G33 Toronto. Boss Buddha is coming through. Wait a second, Boss Buddha, wait a second. Let's bring it back. It's coming in fast. Wait a second here. Trinidad, G3 Bahamas. Toronto, sorry. Buddha, New Jersey, Patterson. We're coming in fast. Belgium is in the building. Jeezy Jazz, 89. South Dakota, J Pata, come on. Stella Bell from Chicago, we in the building, baby. 2K25 Movements, Canada, we in the building, man. What are you talking about? Armisen Custon, Cali, D Hill, ATL, you already know. We in the building, man. Let me tell you, man. My people's not playing. Let me tell you, South Dakota. We got Florida, Lena, Florida, Chambella, New York. Let's check in time, boy. The cities in the building. Let me tell you, California, Diamond Hands, California, Cisco Red, San Diego. Let me tell you, man. We in the building, man. Look at this. Nevada, Crypto Gang Gang, Mad Max. You already know. Broken Panda, Brooklyn, New York. Let me see here. One Bit Comp, Michigan. Risk Taker, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, XRP Army, Sheldon Hall, Jamaica. What go on? Telling you, man, we in the building, baby. Let me tell you, man. Oh, yeah, man. One thing about XRP is global. Tell you right now, man. Bang, Chad Sertan, gang, learned a lot today. PA's in the building. Oh, I went deep today, man. I went deep. Let me tell you, we never talked about them Hemming stories. I'm happy we kept that Hemming story to us, man. I was feeling like Fat Joe. There was no cap in that story, though. I'm tell you right now. What going on, bro? Telling you, man. We international in here, man. I'm telling you, man. Why go on, brother? You know what I'm saying? Hey, we international, man. I didn't see no Zoes in here. So I got fat, man. Let me tell you. Oh, Charles Hoskin to the moon. Hey, Jeezy Jazz 89. I'm telling you, Charles Hoskin, let me tell you, I believe Charles Hoskin is one of the smartest people. And you know what I like about Charles Hoskin, man? You know what I'm going to tell you about him, man? He's all about that technology, man. He's all about further. He doesn't care about the price of ADA. He's cared about moving forward. That J Pada, I go on. What's it? Saga Fett, man. Let me tell you. Hey, Jazz 89. Am I right? Sell. Saga Fett. Okay, I was wondering, Court Moon Women. I was wondering where my paisanos is at. I was wondering, where's my Haitian paisanos? Come on, man. Get a little love in here, man. Where's my paisanos at, baby? Come on. We international. Come on, let's get some love. Yes, man. That's what I love about this blockchain technology. We the 1%. Our common sense is at an all-time high. That's what makes everybody that's in this room, in this chat, number one. Tell you right now, this is the number one chat in the world. They're gonna look back and they're gonna remember this. When y'all let me tell you, on YouTube, they're gonna remember this. And I'm gonna play all these receipts. I'm gonna pay back, and they're gonna hear these names. And let me tell you, I put these back on YouTube. 5 years from here, 5 years from now, they're gonna hear all the names. They're gonna see where y'all was from. They're gonna be like, I'm going looking for what's name from Dakota. I'm looking for what's name in Cali. They're gonna be looking for y'all. They're gonna be like, I'm in Germany. I'm looking for it. They're gonna be in Germany looking for you. Run. When XRP hit $20, run. When the market is 50 trillion, y'all hide. They're gonna remember us. When the market hit 50 trillion, they're gonna remember us. Trust me. And I'm gonna shout out y'all names. Y'all can be like, listen, go look on the CryptoFan show. You're gonna hear he shouted out my name. I might have chopped up his name or chopped up her name, but they're gonna know I called out. They're like, on that day, he said, and you're gonna know we did that, man. Oh my Lord. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Listen, man. Let me tell you, all jokes aside, man, I hope we all get it. I hope we all make it. Because I'm tired of that 1%, that 1% that has it, they're awake. Let me tell you, that 1%, we're the 1% in crypto, but there's a 1% in life that holds 1%. So you should know 1% holds 90% of all the 1% of the world holds 90% of all the money in the world. Just so you're aware. We're the 1%, and we've been the 1% for a long time. But that 1% now, they waking up. They coming. Hold your coins now. They coming. They're gonna try to manipulate the game. They're gonna try and change the game. Hold your money. Don't get shaken out. Follow what the big boys is doing. Follow what the president is doing. Follow what the vice president is doing. Follow what all the Democrats are doing. Follow what all the Republicans are doing. Follow them all. They passed the law. They passed the Genius Act. The Genius Act is making the Genius and the Clarity Act an anti-CBDC act, is basically saying stable coins are legit in certain crypto coins, in certain state in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and now you're talking about XRP are legit. They're basically saying it's go time. They're saying that they're saying now the banks can hold certain digital assets, meaning that they're saying that, guess what? We deem, not me saying, it's not Greek crypto fans saying, they're saying certain coins and certain tokens are legit, that they're going to let their clients, the banks can let their clients invest in them. Not all of them. Just so you understand, it's not all of them. So all you guys that have all those memes and gals that have all those memes, they're not all of them. You need to figure out which ones they're talking about. The same ones that we talk about every single day. You need to align yourself. This is not financial advice. I'm telling you what they're doing. And it's facts what they're doing. They have, listen, they're quietly not doing it. Listen, they have, HBAR has an ETF. Listen, Litecoin has an ETF. XRP has an ETF. Bitcoin has an ETF. Ethereum has an ETF. Wow. Solano has an ETF. What else am I missing? What's one? I'm missing one. HBAR, Litecoin, Solano, Ethereum, XRP. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one. Am I missing one? Am I missing one yet? Zcash not on there. Cardano is supposed to be on Bitwise 10, but I don't think their Bitwise 10 ETF hit yet. But I'm just telling you, that's what I'm talking about. So basically, the point I'm trying to say is you probably want it, not probably, let me don't give you advice. I'm aligning myself with those coins because that's what they're doing. That's what the big boys, the people that have way more bigger money than me are doing. Yes, that's what I'm lining myself up with. Crow is good. The reason why I'm rocking with Crow is because Trump and them boys is talking about they're going to be the custodian. Basic custodian means they're going to be holding the coins. That's what they're talking about. And then what happens is you see how you have MicroStrategy has where there's by Bitcoin. Trump has his own Trump strategy that's going to be partnered up with crypto.com, which is Kronos, which people keep seeing, where you keep saying Kronos. When that information came out, that same Crow that you see at 10 cents right now, if you go look at Crow, which is crypto.com, Kronos, it ran up to 40 cents. And we were on this chat. If you were on my chat, you were there when it ran up to 40 cents. You remember we reported it and it ran up to 40 cents. Oh, Doge has an ETF, DOJE. That's the one I was forgetting. Doge has an ETF, DOJE. You guys didn't even remind me of that ticker. That's the one I was forgetting about. What happened, guys, gals? Julia, you usually come get and correct me on that. I'm surprised, Julia, you didn't say the. Usually, you and Tammy Lynn would have caught me. You and Tammy Lynn would have caught me on that Doge ETF, the DOJE. I didn't say that one. That one does have an ETF too. Christopher Mason, what's going on? Big Jedi, what up, OG? What's going on, brother? Yeah, what's going on? Crypto Gang. We live tonight, man. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, I was happy to tell you that story. I don't know if y'all were aware of that story with the Hemming story, but yeah, I just wanted to tell that story. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's the reason why I believe in XRP so much. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw the backstory. I saw what they had to go through the grind. I saw them being number 2, right? I saw them be number 2 after Bitcoin. XRP was number 2 before Ethereum, and I saw Ethereum, Vitalik, pay money allegedly to Hinman, which they call the Hinman speech, where Hinman's speech came out and to say that why Ethereum is legit and XRP is deemed a security. So when XRP got deemed security, it dropped from number 2, right? Dropped from number 2 down to, I think, number 7, number 8. And everybody went up. XRP didn't. XRP got delisted. So the reason why we brought that up, because Brad just did an interview and he was saying about how XR, which I never heard him really go that hard about it, but he was like, that Ripple XRP was at one time number 2, and he feels that when everything falls back in line and everything's done, that XRP will take its position back at number 2. This is what he just said recently. I'm gonna play the video. So that's the reason why we're talking about it. So what happens now? So when that happened, XRP took a dump, and all the coins in 2020 ran up. XRP ran up to $1.80, but it hit its all-time high of $3.84 when everything else surpassed its all-time high. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those top 20 coins surpassed their all-time high. XRP didn't because of the lawsuit. So basically, it was devalued. They spent $200 million. They win the lawsuit. SEC considers them a commodity. You guys are wondering why security and why commodity. Commodity is where Bitcoin is at, where gold is at, where silver is at, where what else? Ethereum is at also. It's commodity. You go by a different set of rules. Now you're under the CFTC. That's a different set of rules. That's more like referees. Over here with the SEC that does stocks, bonds, they're like the police. Okay, they're a little bit different. When you over here, all they're saying is that they're just watching to make sure that everything's transparent with the CFTC. Over here, they're doing investigations. You're basically, it's under the police. Basically, that's what it is, right? So now Ripple now is considered to be with the CFTC be on that side, which is better for them because that brings in trillions of dollars. So that's what it's all been about. So how did Ripple get there? We're talking about that Ripple that paid $27 million to Trump's getting reelected, which is all legal. They put $27 million in Trump's bag, Brad Garlinghouse. Right? So Brad went from settling the lawsuit with XRP to the lawsuit being settled. The Brad Garlinghouse taking pictures with the Trump. Yeah, telling you, the Brad now sitting in front of the SEC, speaking for all the blockchain technology, all the crypto, speaking at the Senate, and then as the chairman of all of crypto, the same Brad that they were actually suing him, the same SEC, to now the SEC now approving 10 different ETFs for XRP for Brad and the Ripple team. Whoa, how things have changed in 2 years. It went from getting sued to now them boys is letting Wall Street put you in the game. Boy, talking about it's all about who you know. Talking about it's all about who you know. How hard am I on Scooby Doo says, how hard am I on WFI? I threw another 100, 200, and I think I'm up to like 1,500 in there. I'm just watching what they're doing just because it's Trump, and now you're talking about them linked up to Aster. There's a lot of funny stuff going on with them and G Treasuries, and it's the president. You got to keep your eye on that. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to do a treasury, and that cat Witsoff, you got to watch this kid with WLFE, man. You got to watch this cat. They got a strong team. There's something going on there with WLFI. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on with a lot of coins. So just don't think that just because we talk about WFI, go throw all your money on WFI. There's levels that I hold these coins. You know what I'm saying? I don't treat WLFI in this. I don't put WLFI right now in the same category as I do XRP, XLM, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, ADA, HBAR. I don't know. Not yet. First of all, we didn't even get a chance to see WLFI organically grow. They came out, which I didn't know they would come out. They came out with a $6 trillion first day. They came out ranked number 25. They came in the game with $6 trillion. Tokens don't usually do that. They usually grow organically and get better and better and better and better and keep growing and growing and growing and growing and get to that number. WFI came in the game at 6 billion. We came in at 25, like first day. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm keeping my eye on it as far as that. Just wanted to explain that. And you got to understand now, WFI has a stable coin and they have the token. Right now, I'm talking about the token. That's what we're talking about. All right. So make sure you understand that. Yeah, but it's DCRYPTOFAN, man. It's Friday. I know this was a live night, man. We was live tonight, man. Tonight was Tonight was a great way to end the week. This was a great week. This whole week was great week, man. What a great week for us. What a great. I know you guys. I know, guys and gals. Y'all looking at the price. Listen, I know. I want the price to move too. I get it. But please pay attention to what's going on. Vanguard, that's big news, 11 trillion. That's big news. And then they went and they allowed the investors to go into Rex Osprey, Canary Capital, Wisdom Tree, Franklin Templin, Rex Osprey, 11 trillion. Then Bank of America comes in the same day on December 2nd, and then they're talking about they're going to offer their clients through Merrill Lynch for up to 4% in crypto. This shit, man. Then you got XRP with the BitNoll getting registered under CFTCC. This is the RLUSD. This is huge, man. This is different. Do not sleep. Everything's dropping in place, man. All right, for real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Please be patient. I want it to go. Trust me. But there's so much going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Duke. Oh man, Duke. Tonight was fire, Duke. Duke, what's going on, Crypto Gang? Tonight was fire. Tonight was fire. But you guys and gals know, I'm gonna put it on YouTube. When we play on YouTube, it's DCRYPTOFAN. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit a subscribe. Make sure you hit a notification. So you hit that notification bell. So when I put it on there, you'll know exactly when all my content hits. You know what I'm saying? So you understand, on YouTube, you're gonna get the full version. And I know on TikTok and IG I do shorts, but I replay all the lives on YouTube. So you can go ahead and watch it, slow it down, put it on pause, and you can hear what we're talking about. Please put that notification in. It's DCRYPTOFAN, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Even so we started late, so we stayed a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? I had the Benz. I told you what the Mercedes meant at the time to the Mercedes. So I got a Mac black paint. These cats put some type of soap studs and some type of degreaser and stain the paint. And then you can't buff a Mac black. It's the paint. This ain't no wrap. It's the Mac black. It's a $4,000, $4,500, $5,000 paint job, man. Freaking crazy, man. Wow, man. Crazy. Anyway, man. Appreciate. Oh yeah, thank you. D Hill always pushing for them likes, man. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the appreciation. Please, man, if you're watching my content on TikTok, please share it. If you're watching my thing on YouTube, please share it, man. I appreciate it. If you can get this knowledge out and help us grow the channel, man. Julia. Have a great weekend, man. Have a great weekend. Tammy Lynn, have a great weekend. Bowles, Jameson, have a good weekend, man. We deep tonight, man. I'm very happy about how we were worldwide, man. I like that, man. Broker Panda says the chain you have is legit, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you about it, man. Thank you about that, man. Yeah, man. It's my second one. I had another one. I got robbed. I'll tell you that story another time how I got robbed. Yeah, that 54,000 ain't the only time I got robbed. And I had a Mercedes stolen too at the gym, a CLS. Yeah, 5 months after I had it. Oh, I got a lot of stories for y'all, man. I'm holding them stories. I got a lot of stories for you. I had a chain that was even crazier than this, man. What? With the Jesus piece that was, heavy Jesus piece too, my Lord. But I got robbed for that. Yeah, man. I'll tell you that story I'll tell you another story about that. Yeah, man. Your boy A. I've had some A, let me tell you. It's hard to keep this smile, man. Your boy, trust me. Yeah, man. Lord, they be, listen, man. All right. But I got something for him now. Everything. You know, Florida is a carry state now. You know, Florida's a carry state. Anyway, man. Listen, man. Tonight was a great night, man. Thank y'all for a great week. Really, this was a great week. Really appreciate y'all. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate everything y'all bring to the chat, the content. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on a Friday. That's wild. There's a lot of places y'all could be, and y'all ain't with the crypto fam, man. I appreciate our little crew, and yeah, I appreciate our people that risk taker. I appreciate you, Solohan. It's like I'm starting to memorize the names. Vintage Black. I'm starting to memorize everybody's name. It's like, you spend so many time, you start knowing people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people from Germany, people from South Dakota, people from UK. That's super dope, man. I really appreciate that we're global, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I tell people I used to live in England, lived in south of Huntington. My parents are Air Force boys, so I was an Air Force brat. But yeah, I lived in England. So yeah, man. So I'm happy that I'm happy that I feel worldly. I feel like you know what I feel like? I feel like being young and being in those places and learning to move around. It makes you a little diverse and it makes you understand culture and you know kind of the right things to say and not the wrong things to say and kind of know how to, you know, put a line. I think there's a general conversation where you can have with people without crossing the line, without without disrespecting people, and still be funny and still be respectful. You know what I'm saying? I feel that there's a lane for that, and I think that me being able to move around and my parents moving. I hated it at the time because you always got to move in and learn to fit in real quick. I hated it at the time, but it turned into something that worked out better for even my job. I'm able to fit in with all different, you know what I'm saying, different type of background. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Te bien? Muy bien. Dale, come on, dale, let's go. Or it'd be like, yeah, dude, you better slow yourself down. You're going a little too fast over there, buddy. Keep a cool booty. Or I'd be like, what are you talking about, man? You got to slow down, man. I don't know his problem. What's his problem, man? He don't shut up, man. He always talking too much, man. What's your problem? What is your problem, man? What's wrong with him? Lord. Anyway, man, y'all have a great weekend, man. Go enjoy yourselves, man. Be safe. Let me see y'all on Monday. Please be safe. Make sure you keep your things wallet and watch out for the fake DCRYPTOFAN. Risk Taker said, not the hillbilly Zoe. You already know. You already know that was a hillbilly Zoe. If y'all know what Zoe, that's American Haitian. That's what we call ourselves. The American Haitians that we are here, we're Zoes. You know what I'm saying? We call ourselves Zoes. That's our thing there. So it's SOE. That's what we call ourselves, and we call each other. So like a brotherhood, sisterhood that we call each other. We stay. You ain't gonna see too much of us fighting each other, come at each other's neck. It's crazy. Sometimes it'd be like 50. It'd be like 50 people, right? You'll be walking by, Zo, oh, you're Zo, and it's like, Zo, because like, you're saying, Zo, we understand. Like, let me tell you, our parents are strict now. One thing Zoes have in common. Oh, we used to get some butt whippings, boy. Our buttons were real. That butt whipping our parents used to give us was real. Oh, yeah. You don't know a butt whipping like a Haitian good old butt whipping. They got this thing they call agenu. You get on your knees, you fold your arms, you get on your knees, stay up, pause. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay up like this, right? You can't move. You put your hand out. You better put your hand out. You take the belt right there. Then they get a little hot. You start getting the belt everywhere. Ooh. And you don't move, because you move, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night. I learned, my brother, he was the wild one. He running. He's the one all night. I was like, look at me, I'm taking mine like a tough guy. Hey, I'm like Denzel Washington. And I'm like Denzel Washington with that one tear in Glory. That one tear. That one tear, like Denzel Washington. That's how it's grown up, like a soul. Hey, bitches Black said, belt, stick, extension cord. It's like whatever. Give me something. Yo, my stepfather, boy, that boy had the belt, the thick belt like this with the holes in it. You know that belt that takes the two. You know the belt that takes the two buckles, that fat belt. And he do this. Yeah. Before he do that, I start crying. When he did, Once you start going, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. When my mom said she was getting divorced, we was like, yeah. No more beatings. No more beatings. We like, no more beatings. No more. My mom said she's throwing divorce. We like, we throwing a party. Rest her soul, man. And she married a much better dude anyway. She married a much better dude. We love you, Alex. Anyway, man, we're going to end it on that note, man. I'll be here all night, man, clowning with y'all, man. Hey, let me tell you, man, y'all bring out the best in me, man. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for bringing that. Hey, thank y'all, man. Y'all bring out the best in me, man. Y'all bring out good memories and make me, and really make me joke and laugh. And the conversations I have with you guys, I really haven't had with anybody else. So I thank y'all dearly. Swear to God, I thank y'all, man. I really do. This is therapeutic, and I forget. I don't know. Last time I talked about getting beaten, as you know, I don't. Just all that, even the him and all that, man. I appreciate y'all, and it's good that we could talk about crypto and talk about life and talk about finances and talk about all that stuff, man. I really appreciate that we could have this conversation, man. Week 21, man. Y'all the best, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Y'all the best, man. Appreciate it. Chad Satan, you already know what time it is, man. You already know what time it is, my brother. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Every time I say that, I'm on here for another 20 minutes. Half the chat done got off because I said bye 20 minutes ago. Half the chat gone. I said peace 20 minutes ago. Crazy. Hey, I used to do this all the time. It was wild. I've did that before and going on like for 45 minutes, man. It's crazy, man, because I just start talking, man. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. Let's see what crypto news comes for Monday, man. I'm excited where we at, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's the wild one. Hey, I met Vintage Black. Hey, Vintage Black yesterday, right? Yo, Vintage Black, I loved it yesterday. Vintage Black was like, when Buddy was trying to get at me, and I was like, he said, nah, I'm not trying to really get at you. Vintage Black said, kinda. Just a little bit. Hey, that was hilarious. Hey, Vintage Black had me dying when he said that yesterday. Hey, let me tell you, man. Y'all something else, man. This is the #1 chat in the world. But yo, that was hilarious. Y'all timing is crazy, man. Anyway, man, see y'all Monday, man. Be safe out there. Y'all already know what time it is, man. DCRYPTOFAN, let's go.